How about now? What do you think? Is that better? Yay! I know you can hear me now. You can hear me now. I know you can hear me now. How's that? Yeah? Hey, Jason. Welcome to the... Can you guys hear me now? What the heck? Yeah? Soundless again. That cannot be even possible. It was... Right, I'm using the mic. How's that? Oh my God. Already? Okay, you can hear me now? Oh, I think it was just my mic cord. Back again. Yay! Excellent. Hey, Corby, thanks. You guys give me a second. We're going to get started with our Pick a Card Daily Live Tarot Reading all the way from Gainesville, Florida. Hold on. Let me get on Facebook and tell whatever name that nobody can pronounce that they got to go. Ta-da-ta-ta. Who is excited about the readings today? I know I am, y'all. Well, good morning, Karina. There is a worldwide issue with the internet due to network delivery fastly. Thank you for the update on that, Pearl. Who knows? Need to be closer. Goodness. All right. Y'all, if you knew how much time Joel and I spent yesterday adjusting settings, you'd be like, are you joking me? And actually, no, I'm not joking you. And guess what? I ordered a Yeti. I'm so excited. I ordered a Yeti to just sit. How's that? All right, we'll try this. Because I got a Bobo mic, y'all. It wasn't a Bobo price, but it has turned out to be a Bobo mic. All right. I hope you're excited for today's reading because I got it. Oh, you haven't been Karina, calm down. We're getting there. A card full of love. It's funny you mentioned that, Karina Jones. There's all kinds of stuff floating on or out there in the universe actually regarding love. Hold on. Corby, where did you see the Corby? Oh, right there. Oh my God, already. I don't see Corby. Where did you see the scammer person? I don't see them. Well, we'll get rid of them. Okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and get started here real quick. Again, thank you so much for, oh, cool. Good morning, Maggie. Good morning, little C, can you, it's happening everywhere. Okay. So, still not great sound. Is that better? Maureen, I really think you have something wrong with your system at home. You can never hear me. Maybe it's you don't want to hear me. You hear me too much because you're my moderator or one of my moderators. Okay. He immediately DM'd you from where? You're on Facebook. Okay. He immediately, oh, I can't help it if he DMs you. There's nothing I can do about that because if they don't show up on the page. So let me just say, first of all, thank you for joining this morning. I really do appreciate it. Man, I hope you guys, I really hope you all get value out of these morning readings. And one of the things I need to let you know is, I believe starting next week, I'm going to go live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 o'clock and 8 to 9:30. And on Monday, I'm going to do a thing where I draw for every zodiac sign. It's quieter than normal. All right, hold on. I don't know why it's quieter than normal. How's that? Is that better? Better, better, better? Okay. I hope so. Better, better? I will project. I'm a theater person. I will project. Okay, so, that's crazy. Okay, I was just picking a card for everybody to Okay, how's this if I talk really, really, really loud? All right. So let me just say, 3 mornings a week, 8 to 9:30. I really want to give y'all a night reading session, but I have to be honest, by the time I get through to the end of my day, I'm white. And I am absolutely white. And so I can't. Meaning I don't want to, because that won't give you the best of me. I won't be my most clear channel, my most energetic channel at night. That's just not going to happen. I wish it would, but I'd have to take the whole day off, blah, blah, blah. So I'm not going to do that. But I love the format, and I hope you'll like it too, the format that we've come up with, which is on Monday mornings, it's a reading for each zodiac sign. Then Wednesdays, we're going to start with whatever the spirit animal is for the day, and I'm going to deep dive into that for you all with, like how you work with the animal, what it really means as a spirit, totem, and power animal. And then I think the first 7 weeks, I'm going to deep dive into each chakra, so that you can really address each chakra and how you work with that chakra, balance it, heal it, and especially how you have the animal energy help. And then so that'll be part of the hour and a half, and then the animal will be part of the hour and a half. And then on Fridays, I'm going to deep dive into tarot. So it'll be like when I draw a card, we'll talk about the traditional meaning of that card. I will reference a little bit the animal from my deck that goes with the card, but mostly it'll just be about tarot. So here's my goal, y'all, and here's what I hope that you'll really, really like. So mention in the comments if you like it. My goal is to, yes, give as many readings as possible, especially during this time. There is something going on energetically that is just cuckoo crazy. It's the energy is just ramped up so much in the last week. It's nuts. And I'm absolutely certain that you all feel that too, because every one of you are empaths, right? Love you, Lily. Thank you. And so the idea is so that you can learn along with getting the messages. And I hope that you'll find that valuable. I'm just really called to do that. And I get so many questions. I just feel like you guys are kind of hungry for that. So I'm hoping that will be very, very helpful. I know Fridays. I'm excited about Fridays too. I'm excited about Fridays. I love the tarot. I love everything about tarot. I love the art. I own an obscene amount of tarot decks. It's obscene. So anyway, hey Amy J Pittman. Yeah, I hope so. So the idea is that you guys will learn, you'll grow, it's like a class / reading. You get it. All right. So, thank you, Amy. So, the other thing I want to say is I don't think he'll ever watch this probably, but shout out to my lawn guy who surprised me this morning with a chocolate frappuccino from Starbucks. 9.5 million calories, so much sugar, and so much caffeine. Give me a minute. Heaven. Okay. The only thing that would make it better is if it had some rum in it. No, I'm kidding. Holy cow. Denise, you have 222 tarot decks? Okay, you win. You win. I got a lot of tarot decks. I got a lot of tarot decks. I don't think I have that many. So, all right, I'm going to jump right in there. And what's kooky is, let me tell y'all something. So here's the overall card for the morning. And this is for everybody in the wild pack, right? And so Rhinoceros says the King of Pentacles is, I'm absolutely floored that this came out again today, because just yesterday, good morning. Hey Lisa. So, last night, one of my besties came over, and we always flip cards for each other. And thank you you like the new idea. Yeah, you guys let me know if you like that in the chat. I hope you do. So for the collective, for the wild pack, y'all, this is I got you, Denise. Summer Oracle. Yeah, you know what? I've never bought a Lenormand deck. I really need to do that. I don't really know what that's all about. I don't know why either, because I've got a bunch of Oracle cards too. I just love them. I gotta get me a Lenormand deck. Okay, so yesterday when she came over, and we flipped cards for each other. I really wish we'd been in Vegas. Holy guacamole, y'all. She got all of the like king, queen, and knight of the wand suit and king and queen of the pentacle suit. And then it was just crazy. Her reading was off the chain. She's got big things happening. But if you, Alaska, Jason, I'm coming to visit you if you're in Alaska. I have a really, really good friend that has a store there she's got a metaphysical store. It's been there for years. Piewackets. Have you ever heard of Piewackets? Okay, Valdex, Falalala, whatever. Just come on now. Move along. Oh, wow. Hey, y'all, listen to this. There's a new function here, and I can block somebody in Facebook, and I can block them here at the same time. Ha! That's cool. Excellent. Okay, blocked, by Valdex. Okay, Corby, I think that's who you were talking about. So, if you guys watched the reading yesterday maybe? Yeah, yesterday. I don't know what was going on, but I was like in I wouldn't say high trance, but I was in about medium trance for that whole reading. And it really wasn't a reading so much as it was an activation. And I really feel like this week in total is going to be an activation. And when I say I feel, what that means is, oh, Pearl, you got to go? Oh, bummer. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, we will miss you, Pearl, but we are sending good house hunting vibes to you. Get an extra room so I can come. No, I'm teasing. So anyway, let me get on with this card and get on to the reading. So this card does not come out a lot for people, and I'll tell you why. Because when it comes to matters of money, people tend to have, by and large, blocks, big blocks when it comes to abundance, prosperity, and goodness forbid you call it straight up money. That's when people start to cringe, and I feel all their chakras close up for whatever reason that person is. It's money is not something people like to talk about. They're uncomfortable. For those of you that own your own business, you may have had to get past a thing where you're, not comfortable telling people, hey, you owe me this much, or hey, it costs this much, or whatever. If I had a nickel for every spouse that's come for a reading where they've hidden a financial thing that they've done, maybe they had a credit card that their spouse or partner didn't know about. Maybe they're the ones responsible for the bank account, but they haven't let their partner know how much they are having problems, so on and so forth. And so, a spare, okay, Pearl, that's awesome. So here's, let me tell you what this means for you all today. And in fairness, it meant much the same thing for my BFF that was over yesterday. The King of Pentacles, well, first of all, Rhino wanted to be the King of Pentacles for many, many reasons. And one of those is he is about sheer, raw power. And when you take a look at a horn on any animal, now you are talking about an antenna that can amplify the communication that you have between you and the divine. Whatever that divine is that you believe in. Source, God, goddesses, all that is, the universe, spirit guides, angels, et al. So whatever is going on out there for you all financially, and pentacles can be, because remember, pentacles 5, earth, air, fire, water, spirit, right? It can mean prosperity and abundance in all of those areas. But just like last night, I cannot believe this card came out again today, y'all. Craziness. It is strictly about money. Now, I don't want to embarrass anybody, but if you are willing to put in the chat what your specific challenge is regarding money, then I'd like to flip a card for as many people as I can get to that are specifically having blocks when it comes to financial abundance. Specifically who are having blocks due to financial abundance or lack thereof. Let me just say that. And it can be a million different things. It can be, you don't have a retirement fund, or you don't have this, or you want this, but you don't really have the money for this right now, so on, is right, Lily. You're okay. Maggie, you want a card about money, and then Lily. Okay, you. Okay. All right. So let me start with Maggie. She was first, and then I'll get to Lily, and then to little C, big C. Okay, wait. I don't have any and need to become self-sufficient for independence. All right. I'm going to stop the chat. Well, you guys are going to chat, but I need to keep track of people. Okay, so. Okay. So Maggie, the frog in my deck is the Four of Cups. And when you take a look at that card, it's all about really somebody just kind of sitting there in what could be considered kind of apathetic. And it is it's a call that maybe it is maybe it's time that you, I don't want to say like get off the pot, but it is kind of get off the pot. And so you might be in like almost a meditative state or a contemplative state about your finances. And okay, that's cool. And there is a call for you to turn inward so that you can, think about or fix or heal or, piece back together again, whatever the fractures are surrounding finances. But you've waited too long, and not too long, but you've waited long enough. And so it's really like you're going to have to go through this evolution. You're going to have some growing pains, but it's almost like if you take the difference between a tadpole and a frog, right? The tadpole is a lot more vulnerable than a frog is for a lot of different reasons. And so you're being asked to emerge as the frog. Now, interestingly, to me anyway, frogs in the Chinese culture are abundance. That's what they mean, abundance, which is why you'll always see the frogs in Chinese restaurants, with the coin in their mouth and, the lucky frog, that kind of thing. But you're doing too much thinking. Now you've got to get up and propel yourself off the lily pad and get on to land. You've been in the water on the lily pad, right? Water is emotions. Now you've got to get yourself grounded, get yourself to land, and get yourself some firm footing and just move forward. Okay, I hope that's helpful. Okay, so Lily, my earliest memory with money is that money equals problems. Okay, so I'm going to guess. Wow. Okay, I'm going to guess that you want to know maybe how to move that out of your space, move that, heal that. Clear the blockage. It's your biggest block. Okay. Interesting, because now we've got the High Priestess card, the spider. Okay. When I step into the energy of the High Priestess and the spider, what I'm hearing that is you are very much a cross your T's and dot your I's person. And as long as you can take things a little bit at a time, like a spider would weave a web, as long as you can take it in little chunks at a time, you don't care how long you work, you don't care how hard you work, you care that the work is completed and as perfect as you can make it. And maybe even you might never think that something is as perfect as it could be. You might be going through a bit of that. But as regards finances and as regards removing that block, I would invite, it's like when people, okay, here it is, Lily. So it's like when people say the love of money is the root of all evil and they quote the Bible. That's not true. That's not what it reads. That's not the sentiment. The sentiment is the love of money is the root of all evil, not money itself. Money is just an energy, and it means absolutely nothing. Just look at what cryptocurrency is about. Look what blockchain technology is all about. It's all about numbers. It's all about what numbers you buy that then entitle you to owning whatever that coin or token or whatever is. That's all it is. It's not even physical like fiat money, like coins and dollar bills. It's not even physical like that. And yet, say what you will, but I've been shown it is not only the wave of the future, but it is radically changing the world, radically. And so there we have it. So let me just say this. If you think of money as an energy form, you can administer Reiki to your own views and emotions about finances. You can administer any kind of energy healing you can think of. You can do that. You can even go back through past lives and do your own soul retrieval to think, okay, what past lives have to do with the money thing? Now, what the spider has to do with it, again, and the high priestess is, once money, for you, Lily, specifically, now, this may be resonating with other people for sure. Once money becomes nothing but a tool and there's no emotion behind it, it's the same as if you got a flat tire and you had to pop your trunk open and get the lug nut remover thingy mabobber jiggy and a jack if you're going to do it yourself. I'm a big fan of roadside assistance, but still in all, the analogy, you get it. So it's that kind of thing. All it is a tool. And when you remove emotion from it, it's the same, even though it's a familial thing and money was a problem. It wasn't the money that was a problem. It was the emotion surrounding the money. It was the situation surrounding the money. The problem was the people who flipped out about money when you were a kid. So if you can undo that, and again, spider, one little step at a time, one little step at a time. And the way I'm seeing that in my head, just for practical purposes, is maybe just sit down and write yourself scenarios that you remember where money was a big deal and it affected you when you were a kid. And then systematically build over those, systematically remove them, and then build something else in its place. Now, something also tells me, Lily, that you've been deep diving into the esoteric, like deep diving. Set an intention and start deep diving around the subject of money, finance, abundance, prosperity, and the high priestess will show you her secret scrolls and what they mean for you and how you can eradicate that. So I hope that's really helpful, and I hope that's helpful to a bunch of people, because when we come to think of money as energy, listen, y'all, I know about what I'm talking about because I grew up po. Again, I want to say, we were so poor, we couldn't even afford the extra OR to make it poor. We was just po. So there you go. Okay, so Kara. Okay, so Kara, starfish has come out for you, and I know only what you told me, the little snippet you told me about your circumstance just a day or so ago. And I have to say, I'm not surprised to see the starfish come out for you, because with you and your finances, you have to step up to star status. And what that means is, I feel like in the circumstance that's driving forward your concern for finance, for money, you have not always been the star with money. There's some weird connection between you and another person that I feel like it's been very oppressive to you regarding money, held you hostage in a way regarding money, kept you down in a way regarding money, and the time for that is done. You need to rise, well, you don't need to do anything but rise like a, like a star would, and rise up and sparkle and shine and probably for the first time in your life, do something that you absolutely love. And that's going to be your key out of it. Now, everybody tells people that, well, how do I decide what to do this, or how do I decide what to do that? Okay, because you just decide, and then you find your way there. Now, the other thing is, starfish are very, very, very tied to cosmic energy, because there are a lot of legends and myths that the starfish that we see in the sea actually are stars that have fallen from the sky, and in some myths it says they've chosen to fall into the water and be with us here on Earth, so that it's helpful to mankind. And so it really is a call. Oh, okay. So Kira, I really hope this is helpful. It is incumbent upon you to realize fully and really fully truly accept it, that you do have helpers on the other side. I think you're going through a time where you're not really sure about that. And when you're unsure about that, your helpers are not just going to show up and pummel you with information or, help or this kind of thing. They're going to keep knocking on your door, but they're not going to exert their will on you. And so that's also very interesting. That should come up for you today, or anybody today, because just yesterday I gave a reading, and I've been reading for this person for years, and I said, I'm being told that you never, ever pray, say affirmations, set your intentions. Like really at the end of the day, you don't talk to anything out there. You have never done that as many years as I've known you, except for this past week, you did X, Y, and Z. This person said that is absolutely correct. So it's that kind of thing, Kara. I hope that you can find your way to get your helpers on. They're on board, but again, they're not going to exert their will on you. You've got to ask, and then you've got to receive. So I hope that's helpful. Okay, little c, big C. That is not true. If you didn't have, well, actually, let me ask this question. Little c, big C, do you live on the streets? Do you have a roof over your head? Do you eat food every day? If so, then your declarative statement, I don't have any, regarding money is patently untrue. And so you may not have as much as you'd like to be independent or self-sufficient, but somewhere you have money or you wouldn't be living. It's just that simple. Now, you may be homeless, in which case I am very sorry. I would assume that you're using a computer in the library or something, but that might seem a little bit harsh. But when there's such a thing as intentional speech, intentional conversation, intentional words, and when we make a declarative statement like I don't have any, and that is our belief, that is exactly what the universe will keep providing. Oh, okay. You don't have any? Okay, I'll keep dwindling it down and dwindling it down and dwindling it down. So, little c, big C. The Tiger of Wands, baby. Firework. For you to be independent, I would say, based on Tiger coming out for you today, and then it's Wands, which I generally associate with fire. Some people associate it with air. It just depends on the reading for me, but 90% of the time, I associate Wands with air. And now we've got a King card. And so, I mean, I don't really hate to say this, but you really just do have to grab the tiger by the tail. I just don't really hear that there's anything that you're so interested in that you want to apply yourself to that would put you in that place of self-sufficiency and independence. And so really that's got to be, where do you start? Throughout all the years I've been reading, some of the people that I'm most sad for or empathize with are the people that come to me and say, I have absolutely no idea what to do with my life, because they mean it. They really just don't have a clue. They've got so many blocks and so many fears, and they just don't know what to do. I think you have an inkling of what you'd like to do, but I don't feel like you can equate that to, well, how does that translate into financial independence and self-sufficiency? And yet it would. And I do see you, when I look a few months down the road, I see you doing this, and then this, and then this, and then this, and then this. You're moving up the staircase a little slowly, but you're gonna get there. And so really the first thing to start with is, what do you truly love to do? What would you truly love to offer to the world? And whatever that is, you've got to move towards it. And also what I'm hearing is, you may look at that and say, well, I'd like to be this, but I will never qualify or never make it through or never do this because of age, education, this or that. Okay, and maybe that specific thing you will not be able to achieve, but you could achieve something that worked right along beside it, so that you could still be part of the process that you love, part of the thing that you love. The other thing is, I keep hearing that you've been burying your head in the sand, and now it's time for you to do crouching tiger, hidden dragon, right? You've got to crouch down, go on the hunt for what it is you really want, and then bring out your inner dragon. It really is. Now, I say it's that simple. Nothing's ever that simple, but I hope that's helpful. Okay, little c, big C. Nope, that was little c, big C. This one is C, can you L. Me, 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 me. Okay, and I'm going to start moving through these a little more quickly, you guys. Okay, so C, can you L. Little c, big C. Okay, so it's Chimp, which is the Two of Pentacles, which is about a balancing act, going with the flow. And in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, it's a juggler standing there with two pentacles, but there's a figure 8 around it, which is the infinity symbol. And I feel like you have a lot of starts and stops with money. Like you're headed towards abundance, and all of a sudden, ooh, you're doing this. Ooh, you're gathering it all in. It's mine, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine. And then the next thing you know, you look down and it's not yours anymore because it's gone. It's just gone. So there's got to be more of a balance and a flow with your finances rather than the stop and the start and the stop and the start. And while chimps are lots of fun, they're very, very smart. Like, their brains are, I don't know, I never remember this number, but it's like 0.1% or something off of being an actual human brain. And it's almost like no, it's not almost like, it's exactly like you've got to balance the fun with the more planning side. That's it. It's planning. I don't know that you plan so much as you just kind of do. And that is not working out well for your finances. And it's no fun. Planning is no fun. Budgets, they're no fun. Believe me. I can't, believe me, I know. And I don't want to necessarily suggest that it's about budgeting, but it is about it is about working better with a flow, whatever that's going to mean to you. And if the word budget comes up for you, okay, that's cool. But the stops and the starts are as you move through life and you're getting a little bit older, and then we all get a little bit older the next year and the next year. I think the stops are starting to scare you more. And so you're going to be the one that has to get control of that. I hope that's helpful. Maureen Jones, I know you did not write that you are stuck in poverty. I know you didn't write those words for all the world to see. And you did not put those, you did not sacred scribe the words stuck in poverty. Everyone has blocks. You are not stuck. No one has stuck you. You are not stuck. Absolutely not. No way, no how. So here's what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to draw a card for you. Oh, the Ten of Pentacles. Family, true wealth, avoiding risk, and they're piggies. Piggy, 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 piggies. Okay, so here's the story. I don't know any other way to explain the Ten of Pentacles other than it's about true wealth via family. Now, that's not the traditional tarot card meanings of the Ten of Pentacles, meaning the wealth, the coin that you see, all the pentacles that you see in the Ten of Pentacles is not, again, in traditional tarot card meanings, is not tied. You don't get the money through the family. But what I am being told for you, Maureen, is that the family that you do have, the true family, whoever you count as true family, are there to help you get out of poverty if you want to. And part of that is you've got to be willing to stay steady. And what I mean is, it's not what I mean, it's what's coming to me. What little I know about you, I know you to be a steadfast and true person. Unless your health is getting in the way, you stay on it, stay on it, stay on it. Whatever it is that you want to do and are doing, you're really tenacious. But psychically, what I'm being told is you've had a lot of starts and stops. Start, walk away, start, walk away, start, walk away, start, walk away. You can't do that anymore. You've got to choose the family, the cause, the business, the subject matter, the whatever, that you truly in your depths know is going to be right for you for the rest of this life, and then monetize it. That's it. Wow. Okay. And so also I'm being told, and let me just separate this. I know a little bit about you, only a little, but I know what I, Bernadette, believe you're capable of. But what I was just shown from Spirit is Bernadette doesn't even know the half of it. I don't even know the half of it. So you are mightily capable as long as you can make yourself stick to it, stick to it, stick to it. Now, there are a number of people that are here for the reading this morning that I happen to know have some significant health problems. And they stay on it, they stay on it. Even on days where they cannot get out of bed, it's at least one little effort to stay in it, to stay on it. And that's what you've got to do. I hope that's helpful. Okay. Valerie, you want to fund a dream. It's already done. No joke. It's already done. You haven't seen it yet. Okay, Valerie, I'm going to draw a card for you, but here. Wow. Okay. I love this dream of yours no matter what it is. It warms my heart. It's something humanitarian. I know that it is. I absolutely know that it is. It's something very humanitarian. Valerie, I hope you're still here. Dragon energy. Are you kidding me right now? It's like one of the most powerful, ancient. I know that your dream has something to do with healing because serpents and dragons are much the same energy in a lot of different ways. And anytime I am shown a serpent, it always first out of first means healing, like the caduceus, the medical symbol. But this is like multiplied a gajillion times. And the universe has already set things into motion for you. But here's the thing. Even if the universe plopped whatever money you believe that you need or you think you need in front of you right now, you're not ready to do it. You would go, oh gosh. Because you've had the dream, but you haven't done any of the prep work. So by prep work, what I mean is, I keep telling you guys, I have a fairly big project coming in. Well, It's a big project for me anyway, at the end of the year or moving into the first quarter of next year. And I've already been starting to plan on it for months because it's no joke. And it is, it's a lot, but I know that I'm supposed to do it. One of the ways I know that is I have talked to 3 different readers who don't know each other. I didn't tell them anything about the situation. They're people that I trust very much. I only call them when I need something, and usually I'll just call one of them, but I wanted to see what the cooperation was or not between the energy flowing to each reader. 2 people from their deck pulled the destiny card in their deck. The destiny card. 2 readers. I told them nothing. I said, okay, because the intention that I set was the question, am I supposed to really move forward with this and do this? Yes, it's your destiny. The second question was, am I going to lose my hiney? Am I going to get in over my head? Absolutely not. Both of them. And then the third reader, who doesn't use cards, they're a psychic reader, just purely psychic, used the same word. Well, B, I feel like it's your sacred contract. It's your destiny. I almost fell out of my chair. Now, I'm a believer in the magic, right? But it's different when it happens to you sometimes. But that's 3 in a row. And what do I always say about the number 3, the divine number 3? The universe moves in threes, 3, 6, 9, 3, 6, 9, and on up by threes and threes and threes. That's the mathematics of the universe. Okay. So there's something going on there, Valerie, that you don't even know it, but this dream is already, the wheels are already cooking in the universe for this to happen. But you've got to start like with a business plan or a mission statement, start gathering whatever it is you need to gather and get it done. Okay, I hope that's helpful. And girl, dragon energy, I can't express that to you enough. You've got to work with dragon for this for so many reasons. Teapot, not enough. Do you have a specific amount in mind? What would be enough? Here's why I say that. So the universe responds to specificity. And what that means is when we are focused on, we don't have enough, oh my God, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? I don't have enough. The universe keeps going, okay, they want not enough. And that's what happens. When you prime the pump of the universe and you set specifics, like in class, when I train, tarot readers or psychic readers, mediums, that kind of thing, when they're asking questions for their client, let's be specific. Even down to in this life, in this dimension, so that it gets so specific that when the universe gives you a message, the spirit animals, the angels, your guides, source, God, goddesses, whatever, it's specific to this life in this dimension at this moment. And so, again, what little I know about you, Teapot, you are one of the strongest people I have ever met in my life, period. Some of that translates into hard-headedness. I know that well. I'm hard-headed too. But it's got to be specific. And what little I know about your spiritual life is you are deeply spiritual. So create meditations. You could even, Teapot, you could even create a yoga routine that's specifically to bring money into your life. But be clear, how much do you want to bring and by when? And then go through your sacred movement to get that energy flowing inside of you and all around you. And now you're cooking. Also, I know you're a big gardener. You can work with the magic and the medicine of your plants. It's called plant medicine. You can work with them and they'll help you bring the money that you want. So don't just say, I'd like more money. That could be somebody hand you 50 cents tomorrow. Is that going to help? No. I won't even buy you a pack of gum. I think even these days, it won't even buy you a stamp. So be very specific. Set your intention. And I was just showing you doing yoga, but creating your own abundance routine, financial routine, and then set a date. I want to have X amount of whatever by this time. And it's not even I want. You can even set it more intentionally. I'm grateful for, I'm calling in, I command, and command is not demanding. That is, commanding is taking control. Demanding is, that's the difference. Man, I hope that's helpful. But hold on, Teapot. I'm going to pull a card for you. Wow, there's a lot of cat energy going on in here today. African lynx, baby. See those ears and the tufts that go up? If that's not antenna to the divine, I don't know. And now we're talking about big cat energy, and we're talking about a cat that moves in silence. Well, all cats do. They're pretty elusive. Lynx are. They're not elusive like a snow leopard, but and there's some kind of, I keep hearing Africa. I don't know what your tie to Africa is. I don't even know that you have one, but I keep seeing all those symbols, the African symbol, blessing symbols, and these symbols and that symbols. Maybe this is a past life thing coming in for you about the African culture. Oh, Teapot, that's it. Oh my gosh. African tribes, they still do, and even if they're city dwellers at this point or whatever, they still do sacred dances to summon the spirits, to appease the spirits, to talk to the spirits. That's where the yoga thing comes in. Holy guacamole. I would encourage you to look up African dance and what it all means, and then create a thing around it. Okay. A yoga routine around it. Okay, Cherry B. Next, me. What is going on here? What is going on? What? Okay. Third cat, fourth cat, I don't even know. Snow leopard. And I just said snow leopard. That's crazy. Okay. Yep. There's going to be space, Jason. I'm getting there. Super double Dutch quick. Okay, Cherry. As regards your finances, the Hermit is about so I get the feeling like that maybe you're a storer. You tuck money away, but it's still not enough for you at the moment. And so it is it's almost like, and I feel like you have a deep connection to the moon and the nighttime and staying in a cave a bit. I just don't feel like you have a problem with money. You just like more of it. And you can do that, but you've got to come out of your cave. It's almost like you've gone so far in your spiritual practice that the mundane world is slipping out of your grasp, meaning you just don't care about it. You're just over it. And believe me, I understand. But I feel like you've got a nest egg, but it does need to be larger. You already know that, but it does need to be larger. So again, how to do that is you're just going to have to step out of your cave. And I keep seeing a paintbrush. I don't know, do you do art of some kind? Whether it's painting or sculpting or whatever. It is, it is something about that whatever your art is, to think of it and work a great deal with moon energy. I don't know what this is with you and moon energy, but you've got to do that. Okay, I hope that's helpful. Okay, y'all, the chat is doing something really weird. All of a sudden, it won't let me go back as much as I was going back, and so, please don't be angry or hurt. I just, it's only showing me Maureen's sorry, Rose, and I am also sorry for whatever that is, Rose. I'm sending you love. But Jason, you wanted a card? Oh, that's your name, right, Jason? Yes, yes. And it's going to be regarding finance. All right, hold on. Let me tap into your energy. Jason, dude, I really hope you're listening still. Holy cow. Okay, listen, dude. Okay, 2 cards came out for you. Neither of them the most fantastic cards, but what is coming, because you're gonna get through this, it's like you're going through a bit of a depression. It's like you've had some serious heartbreak. And because of that heartbreak, it's affected your trajectory towards money. But what I'm being told is, not only are you, gosh, you're so smart. So smart. And it's almost like you're either already in business for yourself, want to be in business for yourself, or are at a skill level that you would be hired at a very upper echelon of any company within whatever lane that you work in. And when you get your steam back up under you, when you get through this broken heart phase, all I can see is this like, let me just say, I see you surrounded by true wealth. The universe's idea of true wealth when it comes to money is enough money that you don't ever have worries about money again. And I keep hearing that it's self-perpetuating. So I don't know if you're into investing or whatever that is, but there's something big going on with you around money. You heard it here first. No joke, dude. Serious business. But you got to get past the heartache. I'm so sorry. It's like I just want to hug your heart. So, okay. Oh man, y'all. Sorry. This chat, normally it lets me go way back. It's not doing that right now. I just apologize so much for anybody that I'm skipping over. Oh gosh. Okay. Okay, I think there's a new subscriber, there are a couple new subscribers this morning. I don't want to call out the wrong name, but it's a name that sounds not like Sue or Mark or Bob, like from another country kind of name, potentially India, potentially. I don't know for sure. Please don't get angry with me if it's not. But I do want to get you something about money and well, this is your first time to my channel, so not to offend, but I don't know that you're very good with money, meaning you don't grasp. You maybe are not the most responsible with money, and it's okay. I mean, it's okay, but you've really got to tighten up the ship. Listen, I'm a triple Scorpio. So when a mantra for, the mantra for my zodiac sign is I desire, it ain't kidding. Bernadette wants what she wants. Not only that, but she wants it when she wants it. And even at my age, I get cranky as all get out when I can't have it. It's crazy. Believe me, I'm trying to grow up. I am. I don't know that I ever will. But gosh dang it, I want what I want when I want it. That said, I also work my patootie off. And you're not doing that. You want what you want when you want it, but you're not necessarily working your patootie off. And I believe you also asked about a love. Pretty sure that's also you, but today is about money. Just let me briefly touch on that love. You're welcome, Lily. It is it's the same in love. I feel like, I don't know if you have like Gemini energy or Libra energy or Pisces energy, but it's like you're two people. You're in, you're out, you're in, you're out, you're in, you're out, you're in, you're out. And until you decide that you can be in it, you're going to have some starts and stops and starts and stops and starts and stops with your love life. Please, honey, I'm so sorry I can't remember your name. But again, I don't mean to offend, but it's not like a Bob Smith or a Sue Jones or anything like that. That's you. Okay, and y'all, this thing is keeping on, keeping on. Okay, I'm going to go on. Okay, Karina. Okay, we're talking about money today, but I will answer your question very quickly. You're new here, I think. I haven't seen your name before, so welcome. Please don't be angry with me. I feel like your lover has already left, meaning they might show up in spirit or they might show up in physical form, but in spirit, you're done. They've stepped out a long time ago. And if I may, I feel like you've got a pretty fair jealousy vibe, and that's not helpful for you at all. Because even if you're passive aggressive about it, like you try to hide it, they know. They absolutely know. Okay. All right, Joan. Okay, listen, y'all. Again, I'm going to say in the chat, please forgive me if I've skipped over you. I am not doing that on purpose. In the chat, it just keeps rolling up, and it's not letting me scroll back and scroll back. I'm so sorry. So, Joan Jurish, we're talking about finances today. And so also the other thing I want to say, if you're not new here, thank you for tuning in and thank you for subscribing and everything. I'm just so grateful for y'all. And so remember that even if a message is not told directly to you, when any psychic or any medium or any shaman or whatever does what's called platform readings, the intention set by that person, me in particular, what we're talking about, is that the messages resonate with who they're supposed to resonate with. Even if I'm saying this is meant for this person, this is meant for this person, you might be hearing and going, holy cow, it sounds just like she's talking right to me, because the universe is talking right to you. We're talking to one person, but again, the way the words come out, the way the flow of the whatever it's about, that's what it's about. It'll be for you as well. So hold on one second. Ooh, candles all on an altar. Girl, I had to do that Monday. It was crazy. Okay. Little C, big C. Ooh, don't get me started. Technically, it's mine. I have access, not mine. Okay, let me get back to that. Okay, Joan Jurish. Hold on one second. Let me get... Okay, Joan, I feel like you come from a little bit of money. I feel like you come from a little bit of money, and I don't know that money is a thing for you, but I feel like you are going through a time of kind of like boredom. You're like, well, I'm not unhappy, but I'm not living in joy. I don't know. It's like you're in limbo about something. And that's not really like you. You are a person of, your mind is always working. You love learning. So Joan Jurish, you love learning. And experiences. You're a big experience person. Hold on. Again, who else's lawn guy / handyman brings them a chocolate yummy frap full of whipped cream and everything? I think that's what, like 4,000 calories and like 9 million grams of sugar. I'm from the South. It would be terribly rude not to drink this after he surprised me. So I'm breaking my sugar habit for today, or my sugar giving upping for today. So here's the story. I'm going to flip a card for you, Joan. And the intention is... and the intention is, what's going to get you out of your boredom? What's going to get you out of your limbo? Wheel of Fortune! Be energy! Bzzz. Okay. Girl. It's about the sweetness of life. It's not like you've forgotten what's sweet, but I think you've just had so much really cool stuff happen in your life that it's almost like so much is anticlimactic because you've been there, done that. And the Wheel of Fortune, now remember, that's a karma card, right? It's about karmic events. So even people love to latch onto that card and go, oh my God, I'm a winner. Maybe, but it depends on what karmic cycle you're going through at that moment. This card is also a reminder that the people around us should be really careful with our heart. And I do feel like, Joan, that's maybe been an area where the people around you have maybe not been, and we all have this happen from time to time, but I think more this situation than another situation where they maybe haven't been so careful with your heart. And it's just like, mankind, because it's always mankind. There's always something we're doing that's stupid. And there are a lot of negative words I could say, but because of our idiocy, we've done a pretty good job of almost wiping bees off the planet, which by lots of very, brainiac people estimate, should that ever happen or should the numbers dwindle to X extent, we're going to die because crops won't be, pollinated. This won't happen. It's a whole ecosystem thing. And so all that being said, it's time for you to for sure bring people into your life that help you thrive and help you be abundant of spirit and find your way to joy rather than limbo. Okay, I hope that was very helpful. Funny that I should tune in now. I was born in the year of the tiger. Okay. Oh God, am I lagged back to tiger? No way. That can't be possible. Okay. So y'all, I'm going to keep, oh no. Okay. We're up to date. Okay. I'm going to keep in the stream. Again, I'm sorry. I apologize. I just don't even know what's going on with the chat thing. Okay. You're welcome, C. Canuel. Okay. Jamie Lawrence, what guidance do I need? What guidance do I need right now? Okay, so today it's really supposed to be about money. That's what we were all told at the very beginning because the King of Pentacles tipped us off on that. And even though Pentacles are mind, body, spirit, okay, Jamie, as I'm stepping into your energy, again, you're really smart. Feeling stuck is the same thing as being stuck, Maureen. Okay, Four of Wands. That's such a fantastic card. Well, first of all, hummingbird, right? Who doesn't love hummingbirds? They are little but fierce. And I keep feeling like almost like you're an inventor, or what you do on a daily basis has to do with, it's almost like an engineering thing or a mechanical thing. You put lots of little parts together to create a larger structure, and you're really good at it. And so when I take a look at what Four of Wands means for you, and I know that it's about homecoming, and I know that it's about how hummingbirds, I mean, they and dragonflies, man, they can fly in flight patterns that other animals just can't. But, and I also keep hearing the word flying. So I don't know if you're in the flight industry, in the air industry of some kind, or have been, that kind of thing. But there's something about flying that's important to you at this moment. And the other thing is the number 4 is the most stable, solid number in numerology, because when you've got 4 equal sides, like picture a square, it's really hard to break them apart because it's so solid. That's why mostly tables have 4 legs, chairs have 4 legs, that kind of thing. It's hard to topple that. And I feel like maybe you're being asked or you're considering to go back to school in some capacity. And Jamie, I feel like maybe there's a certification, some kind of education, some kind of workshop. I don't know. You should do it. It's going to open. It'll be like a whole new world. And you're going to dig it so much. And it's going to be so helpful to you. So helpful to you. Yeah. Okay. I hope that's helpful. Okay. Karina, I'm pretty sure I already pulled a card for you. I'm pretty sure. If I didn't, hit me up, but I'm pretty sure I remember. All true. Hold on. Isn't that funny, Jennifer Lafleur, that there was a whole big message about funding a dream? So Jennifer, I want to give you this message really, really quickly. You do not like the subject of money. You do not like business plans. That you're the creative person. And so it would be really helpful for whatever you want to fund, whatever you want to create, if you buddy up with somebody that you trust, that is good with all of that kind of thing, and don't leave yourself open to being miserable by thinking you have to be creating that business plan or dealing with the money or, whatever. Don't do it, because you'll never move ahead that way. You're wildly creative and so amazingly creative. I hope that's where you go. And let me draw a card for you. Oh, so sweet. Dobonyi, which is what? 7 of Pentacles. This is, how many Pentacles have we had come up today already? That's crazy. So 7 of Pentacles, that's about reaping what you sow. In the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, there's a fellow standing there with a shovel, and he's watching all these coins climb up a tree, which is the tree of life. And so remember, Jennifer, that you will reap what you sow. It's a natural law. It's an immutable truth. Nothing you can do about it. But man, it can be tough to take sometimes, because we think we're sowing one thing when we're actually sowing the opposite. So for instance, people get very focused on what they don't have, and they make their prayers and they make their intentions and they make their affirmations and all of that stuff. They make it about what they don't have, or they make it about what they'd like to have, but the emotion isn't under it. The belief system that it's happening is not under them, because we look outside of ourselves to bring what we need to us, but what we need is inside of us, because we are it and it is us. So case in point, again, I grew up in poverty, not nearly as badly as some people have had to contend with, but it wasn't great. That said, I had to change part of who I am to be able to crawl out of poverty. And that means identifying the blocks, identifying the misconceptions, identifying what is the story I'm telling myself. And then it took a bit to move into the belief system that, well, yes, I can have this just as much as the next person. So that's where you're at, but you're never ever going to like doing that part of a business. So just don't. Just find somebody who can do it. I hope that's helpful. Okay. Forgiveness. Yes, it does. Hey, Masha Mail. Masha Mail. I believe that's it. Good to see you back. Dragon. Roar. Okay. Okay, I'm looking for the next question. I am on YouTube, Karina, if you're talking about me. If you're talking about Teapot, she's got a channel too. The Power of Thought is her channel. 19 million by 2022. Excellent. Do you really believe that you'll have that? And what steps are you taking to make it happen? So let me tell you guys something. Again, if you're not specific with the universe and you just say, I want 19 million by the end of 2022, this is very sobering, this thought that I'm about to say, but I'm telling you, it could happen if you're not specific with the universe. God forbid you should be in an accident. God forbid something should happen to you health-wise or whatever, and you get 19 million because of a settlement, but you can't ever walk again, or you can't ever be, you have to live the rest of your life hooked up to machines. So be careful and be very specific about the circumstances under which you want to bring in whatever you want to bring in. Very specific. Meaning, list all of the things that you don't want, or just make sure that you list the only ways that you'll accept it. If it is healthy, you know, mind, body, spirit, healthy for me and everybody around me, and blah, I mean, whatever words you want to put in there, but don't just randomly say, I want this by this time. That is not helping. Okay. You sing to your plants. I love that. Okay. I'm looking for more questions. More questions. I know. What's up with the cat energy today? It's crazy. Okay, hold on. Sorry, y'all. I am, okay, Jason, I hope you got all those messages. Jason Sanders. I hope you got, I think it was you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was you I was giving those messages to earlier. And now there's a Jason Press Edmund. Okay. Okay, Lisa, around money. Ooh, it is my... Giraffe. 8 of Pentacles. Okay, Lisa. Lisa Snyder, by the way. 8 of Pentacles. Now, in the traditional tarot, that's a fella sitting on a bench with a hammer in his hand, and he's crafting a coin to go with the rest of the coins that he's been making. And so it's about apprenticeship and perfected work. And when I take a look at that coin, or when I take a look at that card, okay, so I got quiet for a minute. I wanted to be sure I was hearing what I was hearing psychically and not based on what little I know about you, because I know a little about you, but I don't know anything about your finances. So Lisa Snyder, there's a block with you regarding almost like how much to charge for your services. I think you believe you can get paid for your services, but there's something really holding you back. So Lisa, y'all, just so you know, she and I are going to do a video next week. Probably going to be on a live in the morning, or maybe we'll pre-record it. We haven't quite decided that yet. But Lisa is the one that channels indigenous and ancient or ancient languages, or indigenous ancient languages. Let me just put it that way, or just ancient languages. And they're meant to be activations and healings. I've never seen anything like it, ever. I've never experienced anything like it. The only thing that I know that comes close is people who channel star language, star people language. And then, of course, what I know about channeling, because I've been doing channeling forever. And so that, but it's so powerful. Oh my God, is all I can say. So I know that's part of your lane, Lisa Snyder. But when I take a look at this and I see apprenticeship, I'm only drawn to the business side of that for apprenticeship. It's like you're not really sure. And I know that you've had I assume it's successful. You do sacral cranial work, and I think you told me you have a product line or something once upon a time. So you know how to do a business, but I think at scale, I'm not sure you know how to scale a business. And for certain, when it comes to the channeling healing sessions. And so it's almost like it's time not for you to take a break from what you do, but spend more of your time apprenticing or studying how to scale those businesses. And I'm also feeling a shift with your husband with money. It's not, it's almost like it's lateral. There's like a lateral move of some kind coming up, a lateral move, which is a bit disappointing to you all, but it's okay. It's going to be okay, but it's almost like that's going to be in a stasis for a while. It'll just be lateral, 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 just a steady stream of lateral, lateral, if that makes sense. Also, Lisa, I'm hearing that you actually haven't set an intention regarding income. You haven't given a clear number to the universe or a by when in this lifetime, in this dimension. I don't think you've done that. I would really encourage you to do that. Also, one thing is, and we've never talked about this before, and quite frankly, I'm a little bit surprised. I'm hearing that you are wanting to write a book, and it will be based on your practice of channeling the ancient cultures. Start writing it right now, today. Get off the live, get on your computer, do whatever, or just go sit and do whatever you need to do, but start thinking about it and writing it today, this very day. Okay, and work with the Eight of Pentacles and Giraffe, because Giraffe will give you the opportunity to see the larger picture of things, right? To look over the top and see the larger picture of everything. Okay, I hope that's helpful. Okay. Crystal. All right, you're next on my feed. Again, I apologize. I apologize. It's how my feed is coming through. Okay, so okay, to everybody who's asking questions and you're late in, you guys are asking questions about things we're not really talking about today. And that is, we're talking specifically about money, specifically about abundance. We are talking specifically about money, specifically about abundance. And so if you could stay in that stream, that would be great. Thursday, we can talk about love. Let me just set the intention now that Thursday we'll talk about love and relationships. That's what we'll do. Okay, Jamie, I know for sure I already gave you the reading, so you're going to have to go back and watch the video, okay? Jamie, I know for sure I gave you a reading. So you go back and watch the video. Right. Okay, I'm moving on. Money. Okay, thanks, Lily. I'm like, I've never had it happen before. Here we go again. OG wah wah woo woo if a laba baba lobby. God. Hold on. All right, listen, I just want to say again, you guys, I can be very cheesy, but nobody in my camp is going to be hitting you guys up to DM them and get a private reading. We're not doing that. We don't do that. So please know that those are scammers. Those are idiots. They are, yes, I just called them a name. Just because they know better. I know they know better. Everybody knows better. Even if they don't do better, they know better. Okay, so scammers, exactly. Irks me. Okay. It disturbs my demons, y'all. I can't handle it. I need to stop making that declarative statement too. I can't handle it. I can handle anything, as proven by how far I've gotten in life, despite the stuff I've gotten myself into over the years. Okay. Let's see. Going on to any questions about money. Questions about money. Money, money, money. Yeah, Rosa, I'm not really sure what's going on with the feed this morning. Amy, okay, since you're like, you'd like a message, I'm going to give you a message, and it specifically pertains to money. Here comes the sun. Whack, 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 whack. My favorite card in the deck, the sun. All right, so here's the story. Interestingly, Amy, I think you've just had a breakthrough with money, or some pressure about money has gone away for you just recently. But you're actually being asked to set your intention to make even more money than you're currently making, because I don't think you're all about money, or maybe might not even be about money at all. But there's something coming in the next 2 years, that if you get to that point and you're not making more money, or you don't have money saved, you're going to be wishing you did. Not for anything negative. It'll be about a wish, a want, a desire that you have that you won't be able to fulfill a couple years from now, when it really seats in your heart. And so you've either got to start the savings thing now, or find a way to make extra coin and put it away, or whatever, because a nest egg is going to be very important to you 2 years from now. And so the cool thing about your energy, Amy, is that I feel like you're not so emotional about money, that you can think critically and without emotion about money, and that's gonna put you in good stead, as long as you just focus some on it. You know what I mean? And so there you go. I hope that's helpful. Okay. Oh wait, one more thing I'm being told by, okay. So the traditional tarot card meaning of the Rider-Waite, the sun, it's a little chubby baby, naked as a jaybird. And if y'all are way too young, I'm sure maybe 2 of you guys remember Ray Stevens. Remember that song called The Streak? That's Ray Stevens. And that's a quote from that song. There he was, naked as a jaybird. Between the baby that sits on the white horse in the traditional card, and then the egg symbolism that's in here, because this little one has just emerged out of the egg. It's got that same cock to his head that the baby on the horse does in the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck, which is, the Rider-Waite-Smith deck is what my deck is based on. And then you see the sunflower is almost a halo around his or her head. Again, it's going to be something new for you within a couple of years. It's got that cosmic egg energy around it. And please work with this card and duck to create more money that will, again, serve you in good stead when you get there. Okay. Okay. Give me 1 second. This is why I don't get these very often, because I will drink the shiitake mushrooms out of these things. Though when it's Christmas time and they have the eggnog ones, and they're icy cold, yeah, baby. If y'all could see, I keep reaching down because I want my frappuccinos to stay cold. So when I get one, on the rare occasions I get one, I hadn't had one in probably 2 years, no joke. Not true. I had 1 or 2 during Christmas last year, but before that, I keep a little cooler right beside my desk, so I keep my water and whatever I'm drinking. So I got this frappuccino sandwiched between 2 ice packs in a cooler by my desk, no joke. I told you I want what I want when I want it. All right, let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Who's next? Okay, I'm getting there. Hey, Emily. We got time. You're totally hiring him. Oh, my handyman, right, Amy? Amy, y'all, is my right hand. I don't know. She's the daughter I never had. And she lives right up the street from me. I've known her for years. And she met my handyman slash gardener a couple days ago. And yeah, Amy, he totally brought me a Frappuccino again this morning. So Let's see. Can't work because on disability, bad at budget skills. Okay, Rebecca, let's talk about that. I can't speak to the disability. I can speak to the bad at budget skills. I can't speak to what you could do to bring in more money because I don't know the particulars. I really am not all that familiar with disability and how it works and that kind of thing. I think it kind of works the same as like Social Security or I don't know, retirement. I don't know. You can only make X amount when you're above a pension or Social Security or disability, that kind of thing. I think that's how it works. Or you start getting diminished checks, or don't quote me, but I think that's how it works. That said, it's a tough place to be in when you have a challenge or a disability, and that means you're on a limited budget. That said, I have met quite a few people in my lifetime that once upon a time were on disability for whatever reason and figured out a way that they could work with their disability to actually be able to bring in way more, and eventually got off disability for the reason of they just needed more money. They wanted more money. So I feel like where there's a will, there's a way. And Rebecca, this is interesting, very interesting, because your last name is King and the Emperor card came out for you, which is bald eagle. I can't encourage you enough to work with bald eagle and Emperor energy so that you become the master of your own domain. The master of and I don't know why I was told to use domain with you. I don't know if it's maybe you want to start a website or maybe you want to start a website or something like that. I don't know. But you've got that power inside of you. You do. I think you've become complacent in recent years. Like, it's almost like you've given up in a way. Like, ugh. But you're not happy like that at all. You're just not happy. And so I would encourage you to look for something that you can do despite whatever's going on with you and your health. And even if the check becomes less because you make more money, it's like so in Florida here we get a lot of pollen, which means our windows forever need washing. And so it's like the difference of when I've got a lot of pollen on my windows and then I'll wash them, and all of a sudden, I can see clearly now, the rain is gone or the pollen is gone. It's like that. I see such a clear future for you. Like, I almost want to cry, because it will be the first time you've seen through things that clearly and be able to see the beauty that clearly. Like, yeah, I just want to cry for you. So Emperor energy and bald eagle energy. I hope that's helpful. Teapot, I'm already on a sugar high, girl, right? It took 3 sips of that stuff and I was like, wee! But I'm drinking water. I'm staying hydrated. Okay. Kelly B, just in time. Never too late. Always on time. Y'all, let me tell you something. You're part of the wild pack, and that means you're perfect to me in every day and every way. There's nothing you can do wrong in my eyes. Just so you know. Not kidding. Okay. Max the Rottweiler Harris. I love that name. I'm not sure what you're asking about spirit boards. Today we're talking about money. But if you can ask a question about a spirit board that has to do with money, I'm your Huckleberry. I'll answer you. I just love that name, Max the Rottweiler Harris. That's fantastic. Hey, everybody that's tumbling in. Okay, Jamie, I love you, but I already answered that question. You're going to have to go back and look in the chat again, honey. I did. It was a full reading and everything. Susan Beal. Morning. Universal communication with group gathered. That's certainly true. The communication has been timely. Push the envelope. Gave me some new tag. You're welcome. I don't know what that means, but you are welcome. Whoa. Okay, hold on. Y'all, I am desperately trying to keep these in order. So trying to keep these in order. So please don't be offended if I've skipped you. I didn't mean to. Normally the chat will let me scroll back, but it's not doing that all of a sudden for some reason. Okay, Axie, there's a specific question. How to tap into abundance and flow by aligning intention, motivation, and drive, and working with what we've learned so far. Our growing talents are... Axie. I'm not sure that there's... I mean, you got the rap. I mean... You know what to do. Clearly you're doing it. Maybe it's to get out of your head and ask things to... Just ask for the merging of all of those things. Okay, this is going to... Okay, Axie, let me tell you. This is going to blow your mind. It's pretty deep. For me, anyway. It's going to blow your mind. Okay. I'm being told... Well, first of all, let me... Okay, the star card, polar bear. Really? Really? Okay, Axie. Polar bear, the star card. Are you kidding me right now? Okay. I'm being told, and this is true for everybody, but I feel like it's specific to you, Axie, in that a number of things that you've done in the past, you're like, that was a waste of time. Well, even if in your spiritual mind, you're like, well, okay, I know I went through it for a reason. I was supposed to, yak, 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 sacred contract, blah, blah, blah. You still feel like those experiences and those skills and those whatever they were that are in the past are not relevant to what you want to do today, or maybe even who you are, and that is patently incorrect. Here's what this means. Y'all, when I decided I didn't want to be in the entertainment business anymore, it was one of the hardest decisions of my life. But I decided. No one else decided for me. I decided. And I went through I'm 40 something. What the HE double hockey sticks am I going to do with my life now? Even though I knew I wanted to be in a metaphysical business or work metaphysically or whatever, I was at the beginning stages of, anyway, long story short. Here I am 13 or 14 years later, and everything I ever learned about television shows and commercials and cameras and just, acting and, whatever, it is one. I never thought I'd use any of that stuff again, ever. But when it was shown to me, and maybe that's it, Axie. Maybe you don't know. Maybe you haven't asked for the way to be shown to you. Like maybe you've got all of these things cooking. You've got you get how to align intention. You get how to align motivation. You get the drive, or you've got the drive, and you've got these growing talents and skills and blah blah blah, whatever, right? But you haven't seen anything specific, and so once you've got the specificity of what you want to do, like this big thing I keep talking about that's coming towards the end of the year into next year, I just don't mention it. I don't blab what it is, because if it doesn't come to pass for some reason, I don't want anybody to be disappointed, mostly me. But I'm very clear on the intention. I'm very clear that it is my destiny and why it's my destiny. Very clear. And I think you're not clear on that yet. And I think you're not clear on the specificity of what you want to do and what you want to do today. Lisa Snyder, if you're still on here, I'm going to call you out. So several years back, Lisa Snyder just did cranial sacral work, and not that she just did it like it's not important, it's very important. And she's got another business and, something. And I said to her, you're going to be a professional reader one day. No. Through a series of fortunate events, she did just a little over a year later become a reader. And from that, she tapped into spirit, and spirit tapped into her so deeply, meaning basically she accessed herself so deeply that she was shown that her sacred contract, her calling, her mission was to channel these ancient languages. And I'm going to say it again. I've never seen anything like it. I've never heard of anything like it. And I've been around the metaphysical block for any number of years. But she's got a whole new way of helping to heal, of helping to inspire, of helping to support. Great googly moogly. And actually, that's what I'm hearing about you is you don't have a clear vision of what you want to start with. And when I first started out, I only identified as an evidential medium. And then I was like, okay, well, it's really psychic too. So then I started taking on the word psychic. And then I was like, oh my God, I love tarot cards. And then I learned how to flip tarot and, did it with a bunch of clients and went, oh, all right, I'm also a tarot reader. And then, of course, shamanism came up really quickly. And I was like, well, thank God I'm a country girl, because that just, in my mind, being a country girl immediately made me a shaman. Country is corn shaman, but a shaman. And the whole world of shamanism, as we are introduced to it here in the States, is who I am. Then it was working with the animal allies and the whole 9 yards. So I feel like you're going to have an evolution of kind of feathers in your cap, except for I don't see any of those things separately, and I don't think that eventually you will too, but you've got to choose one thing and move on it right now. Like within the next few days, sit down and go, okay, what's speaking to me? And then let's move forward with that, and everything will align and come in together all at one time. Okay, I know that was a little long, but it was important. Okay. Oh yeah, for those of you that are commenting on my drum, I don't want to whack it too hard. That's why I don't want to whack it too hard. Dang it. Hold on. See, I went to have to whack it, and now I've got problems. Let me just take it down before it falls. Or let me try to put it up again. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. Okay. Because if it falls, I'll flip out. Okay, I've got to get a better stand for it, I know. Okay. That, for those of you who haven't heard me talk about it, that is a Catherine Skaggs, CatherineSkaggs.com. Teapot, if you don't mind putting that in the chat, CatherineSkaggs.com. She's my dear friend who, she made that drum with her own two little unbelievably shamanic hands, and painted it herself. She's an amazing, amazing artist. And I mean amazing, like next level. So she did that drum for me, and then I also have a soul portrait from her. She's crazy. So go to CatherineSkaggs.com. Okay. Okay. So Axie, again, please work with the star card and polar bear energy. Okay. Oh y'all, I'm way over time. I gotta go. So I'm gonna draw. I hope that again, I'm sorry if I skipped over you. Thursday, we'll talk about love of all kinds, not just romantic love. So maybe you guys start to set the intention now of what kind of love you want to focus on, and that's what we will answer. Okay, so one more card just to close out our circle. Y'all. Cheetah. I don't even know what's up with the big cat energy today. So cheetah, let me just say something very quick, and then I'm going to have to sign off for the day. Cheetahs are about speed. They are absolutely about speed. And when I look at dots on any animal, like with the ladybug, I know it's about connecting the dots. And so there's something that you're being asked to do. Connect the dots, connect the dots, connect the dots. And then you're going to take off like a cheetah. So whatever this is that you're considering, whatever this is that you're dreaming up, that's it. Make it your business to spend today connecting the dots. You might even have to draw a schematic or a diagram or something, but you're going to successfully connect these dots, and you are going to be off to the races. It's going to be fantastic. So I hope that was helpful. I hope you all will consider joining me over at the forums, wildpackwisdom.com/forums. It's where I answer questions. It's where I hang out. And I thank you so very much for joining me today. I will see you on Thursday. But always, what are the most important things? To do good for animals, including yourself,